the class gets over. Only 5 people have opened their camera till now. Come, go to pick up. Okay. This one you can open that room and sit over there. I thought you will be attending today in online mode. It's good that you come over here. You can adjust as and whatever comes in between. Yes, guys. So who will tell me what we have studied yesterday? This will be a daily exercise, right? We will be doing it. Whatever we have studied in the previous class, we will be revising that first, and then only we will be proceeding further with the next class, right? So please tell me what we have studied in yesterday's class, and you have to be specific. Okay, you can start it up.
Types of errors. Oh.
Yes, Deepsha.
Different types of errors in the cells, like division by 0, then hash value question mark.
Very good, very good. So yes, Satyankar, what were those?
Entering formulas in cells, sir. And what kind of errors they give when we make any error in entering?
Tell me one error. Tell me one.
Circular reference. Like for suppose when I write in A1 plus 1 equal to A1 plus 1, it's a circular reference error.
What is the name of this error?
Circular reference, sir.
Circular error. Fine. Okay. Good. So who will tell me the name of other? Raise your hands, those who want to answer. I want name of other errors also now. So 4 hands I want, which who will be telling me then? Yeah. Yes, Dhruv.
Sir, hash name question mark error. It occurs when we give a wrong reference to the cell, wrong name to the cell referenced. Suppose I want to reference B3 and I write BB, so BB is not a valid cell, so it gives an error.
Okay, very good. Yeah. Vishrat.
सर एक एरर होता है वैल्यू एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क वाला, जिसमें एक सेल में वैल्यू गलत होती है, लाइक लेटर्स अल्फाबेट्स होते हैं इंस्टेड ऑफ नंबर्स, तो उसको मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते.
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. एनीवन एल्स? दीक्षा, Nandini? Yes, Deepsha?
So hash when like it's an error when the cell is too narrow and like you can widen it by double clicking.
Niyati?
Sir, the division by 0 error. It's hash div by 0 exclamatory mark. It's like when we divide by 0, it gives this error.
Very good. So have we covered all the errors? Or are there still remaining something? Are we still remaining with some one or two couple of errors, or I think one more error? Who will answer that? Anyone?
Hash name question mark.
Yes, Deeksha. Okay.
Divide by 0 error.
So I told you one more thing. Why this question mark and why this exclamation? What was the reason for that? Who can do that fantastic acting which I did yesterday in front of you?
Sir, like exclamation mark is telling you that you have certainly did something wrong, and question mark is like asking you, are you sure you wanted to write this only?
क्या यार ध्रुव, इतना सूखा आंसर दे रहे हो, इतनी बढ़िया एक्टिंग करने में चल. ऐसे समझाया था मैंने. Did I told you like this?
सर हम इतने अच्छे एक्टर नहीं है ना सर, आपकी तरह नहीं कर सकते एक्टिंग.
Yes. अभिप्राय के वहाँ पे शायद रात हो रखी है, नहीं चांद निकला हुआ है।
नहीं सर, वो लैंप है।
हैं?
लैंप
लैंप की क्या बात है, लैंप की रोशनी को अपने चेहरे पर करके तुम जो है अपना एक एस्पेक्ट दिखा रहे हो, दूसरा एस्पेक्ट छुपा रहे हो यार। व्हाट अ फिलॉसफी इज देयर इन दिस, राइट?
यस।
ओके। और हमारे हार्दिक जी तो पता नहीं शायद कहाँ बैठे हैं, पीछे रोशनी है और आगे ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे मतलब जो है वो अंधेरे में कुछ ढूंढ रहे हैं।
यार थोड़ा रूम डार्क है थोड़ा।
हैं?
तो रूम डार्क है।
रूम डार्क है। मैंने कहा यार अभी तो यहाँ तो तेज धूप निकली हुई है बाहर। एनीवे, तो आई वाज आस्किंग यू दैट why this exclamation and why this question mark? Please tell me, any one of you. Deepsha, you have that talent to do that acting, I suppose.
So acting, but like I know that ki exclamation, like they are like you want to do this, like sorry, you did it better. So
क्या यार, आप लोग इंजीनियर्स बिल्कुल मतलब नीरस लोग हो यार, ऐसा ऐसा हो नहीं सकता वैसे, बिकॉज माय यूनिवर्सिटी इज फुल ऑफ टैलेंट। कम ऑन, कैसे किया था मैंने? क्वेश्चन मार्क एंड एक्सक्लेमेशन।
तो आप एक बार फिर से करके दिखा दो।
एक्चुअली देखिए होता क्या है, वर्ड्स, द वे यू से द वर्ड्स एक्चुअली इट डिपेंड्स। जैसे दीक्षा,
Sorry, sir.
this is something मतलब जैसे अपन, for example if I want to ask you something, so what I will, so suppose if there is exclamation, so what I will, so this is something which is shocking, or you can,
Right.
when you are exclaimed means that that you are doing something blunder, something like that, some wrong is there, or will you do it like that? So it actually creates a difference, means the way you speak up, it actually creates. Anyways, one more thing I told you about these errors, why we are learning these errors, गलतियां क्यों सीखते हैं हम, और या फिर गलतियां क्यों करते हैं हम, why should we,
ताकि उनको
ताकि-
आगे अवॉइड कर सके सर।
या सर जब नेक्स्ट टाइम आए तो उसको ठीक करना आता हो।
हाँ, अगर गलतियां करेंगे तो फिर और क्या जरूरी है गलतियां सीखने के लिए, क्या गलतियां करनी पड़े? नहीं ना।
Debugging, as you say.
दूसरी बात ये, I told you that why I am telling you this about the errors is that so that you be friendly with them. Whenever these errors appear and when you are doing the things, you should not be exclaimed, right? And there should be no question mark. अरे यार ये क्या आ गया? No, we do it like this. How come this? ये है क्या? ये क्या है? And normally, because guys, you all are the students of, most of you are the students of IT and computer science. So you keep on reading all the errors and all whatsoever, right? So, what's her name? रूम इज एक्चुअली, पता है उसको पतली गली मिल गई नीचे से मोबाइल करने के लिए, यहाँ बैठी हुई ना, अभी सर तो पढ़ा रहे ऑनलाइन। क्यों रूम? हाँ कोई बात नहीं। एनीवेज, सो why we learn errors, because these are the already discovered errors, and keep it in mind in your life also, whenever you find opportunity to learn from failures or something like that, see, because that person will be sharing an experience with you, and normally experience comes with the experience, but it will be a golden chance for you if somebody is sharing the experience and is making you known about the error or the mistake which he has done in the life, and with which you can also learn. Getting my point? So that is the reason why we go for seeing that what happens when the errors are there, right? So I told you about the errors also. Okay. After that, what we did?
Calculation.
Yeah. Okay. Room is going to answer. Yes, Room.
So self-referencing we learned.
Self-referencing we did. Okay, various types of referencing and there was a mixed type of thing also. Absolute referencing also means what it was called absolute figure, absolute amount or absolute number, and referred cell, whatever. Okay, So both of the things were there which we understood yesterday itself. And then afterwards, what we did? Yes, we did some complex formulas and then order of operation we did. Okay, and I gave you one exercise also. Okay, and what was the answer of that exercise? Anyone from you?
17.
17. Very good. Very good. Very good. So today we will be doing what? क्या करने वाले हैं हम? आज हम क्या करने वाले हैं? Yes. क्या करने वाले हैं?
Functions.
Very good. So this is the way we calculated 17, and today we will be doing functions. What do you mean by functions? Anyone? क्या होता है? What are functions? Yes. Computer science, IT, and CCA. You are full of. You keep on doing these functions. What are functions?
Basically, a way or method of repetitively doing something which takes lesser amount of time.
Okay. What do you mean by function?
A way to map
Function is a
your
method
input
that
to
performs the same task every time it is called.
Can you Google it? I need a generic meaning.
So like it is a way to map your inputs to a certain output.
Sir, relation from set of inputs to set of possible outputs.
Yes. So you have to set of inputs for a possible output. Okay.
Yes.
So this entire thing will be called a function. Fx. You might have studied about this in your mathematics, right? Fi, something like that. When you are going with the maybe your integration or differentiation, you might have used this while doing your mathematics. Am I correct? Functions, right? What this function actually means? Yeah. What is the generic meaning of the function? Ruam?
So a function is a piece of code. It's a reusable piece of code that can work for any variable.
Okay. Reusable piece of code. Yes, anyone else? Number one, it is reusable. What is the difference between formula and functions? This is what is the difference. Formula is not reusable. You have to copy paste the formula somewhere in order to make it a function, right? But at the same time, whenever you have written the function, you have referred to the specific cells in order to make it work, right? Whereas functions are inbuilt. It can be applied anywhere. What else? Yeah. Anyone else? Any generic meaning of the function you might have got out?
Sir, formula means which is true for all values of x, and function means which satisfy a particular equation, so which is true for particular values of x.
Okay, fine. So,
Sir, set of algorithms which determine an output.
Yes, it is a set of algorithms predefined. You have already done it. So when you will go in depth in the Excel, and when you will be able to, you know about Visual Basic, VB. So in Excel, if we apply VB, we can create our own functions also. This is very important. Okay. Anyways, a function is a named operation. Here we refer to function as a named operation. Suppose I want to calculate average. So average will also be a named operation. It is average. So whatsoever will come in the range of that particular average, with range of that particular thing, it will calculate the average out of it. How it will calculate? Whatever is in the range, it will count it, okay, and it will sum it and divide it by the count. So I hope you are able to understand it and match it with the logical mapping in your mind also and in your program also. How do you calculate average? If I tell you, if I ask you to prepare a computer program for calculating average, I don't think it will take more than 4 or 5 lines, particularly if you do it in Python. Python, you know, right? So it will not take more than 4 or 5 lines in order to write it off. In R also, you can just do the same thing. R, you know? Fine. Okay, so this is what. So it is a named function. So whenever you are using this function, it is actually having certain inbuilt algorithm which you are using in order to resolve it or solve it, right? So functions have a name, a parenthesis. Now I am talking it from the Excel point of view from now and onwards. Okay, so function have a name, a parenthesis. Parenthesis are the brackets. Parameters argument inside the parenthesis means there are certain things inside it, and the words parameter argument mean the same thing. Here, there it is being used as one and the same thing. You can have as many parameters as you want in one function, and it can be separated out with the help of commas. Okay, so number of parameter is one more than the number of the commas. So for sure, because if you are having two parameters, so you will put only one comma in between. So it will be one less than that. Means commas you can use it in this way. Okay. So this is what the function is. Okay, let us just take examples. Very simple. Like sum itself is a function. So whatever will come in the range is the parenthesis. So whenever certain things, some certain numbers comes in the parenthesis, the function is operated on those. Okay, so equal to some parenthesis 1 2 3 4 5, it will get you result of 15. Do it. Okay, so now comma. Now what would have been the other way around if I want to convert it as a formula? What I will do, equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. I have to put equal to, and we'll use all the numbers over here in order to get the 15. So in formulas, we may or we may not use parentheses. Even if you use parentheses, it will give you the same results. Okay, so equal to parentheses, because why it is so? Because Excel first open the parentheses while solving it, right? When the Excel is solving the problem, it will first open the parenthesis and do the rest of the operation from the left hand side, and further it takes multiplication and division before plus and minus. I told you yesterday, and you have done this particular function also, right? So that is the way it proceeds further. Okay, likewise we can have some a1 comma b1 comma c1. Okay, this is the referencing we are using. So whatsoever is in a1 b1 and c1, you can write maybe any figure in suppose write 20 in a1, right? Go on, write 20 in a1. In b1 just write 45, and in c1 just write 50, and in d1 put equal to and write sum, and take all these things, a1 comma b1 comma c1. How much you are getting? Do it along with
115.
115. Very good. Okay, so this is the way to just, because it will be using the cell referencing. So whatever is there in the cell A1, it will keep on taking it inside the function, and it will give you the answer of the same, right? Even you can use the mix of both of these. Suppose, for example, now you already have something in A1, B1 and C1. Okay, you already have something in A1, B1 and C1. Hold on. Let me just correct this for you. A1, you already have something in. I'm just making it correct for you so that B1, right? Correct. Okay, so can you do this operation? I have done it in front of you just in order to show you. So do this operation with use of function and a formula both. Formula is on the right hand side and function is on the left hand side. Can you do this? It will give you same results. It must give you same. Do it do it one in D1 and another in E1. Okay, do it. Go. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
How much is the answer?
120.
15 plus 14, 124, I suppose. Previously it was 115, yeah? Sorry, yeah, 129. 129, yeah. Are you getting 129, everyone? In both the columns, means in D1 also 129 and E1 also 129, in which you have used both functions and the formula. Now, I hope now you are able to distinguish between the functions and formula. So I can ask you a question in your exam, distinguish between functions and formulas with respect to MS Excel. So you have to write it in your own words, or you can Google it now and keep your notes ready for it. I'm leaking your paper. This will be a question going to be asked in your exam. Okay. Fine. So let us proceed. Now there are further terminologies which we will be, though we already know about these things. So if we see this function, sum bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again bracket closed, or you can say parenthesis closed. The sum is the name of this function. Okay, so whatever is just before the opening parenthesis will be the name of the function. Okay, and the parameters or arguments in this function are 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Even if you write A1, A2, A1, B1, C1, these all will be the parameters or arguments to this function. Okay, the entire thing is called a function call. Okay, we have calls in programming also. So this is a function call. Getting? You know about calls in programming, I suppose? It is just like a call in a programming. So here it will be called a function call. Next is the value of this function call is 15. So this is the value. Value of the function is 15. So 15, whatever calculation the function has done for you is the value of that function. So another way to this is another way to say this, that this function call returns 15. So value is nothing but the returns. Why? Because you are pressing return key afterwards. So it is giving you answer. That's why enter is also called return sometimes. Okay, fine. So is it clear, I suppose? So what I will do in the exam, I will just give you one function and will ask you what is name, what is parenthesis, and what is the value and returns. It means value, I mean to say. So you may have to calculate it manually and you have to tell. Okay. Next are the ranges. So function is over. Next we are going with the ranges. Okay. Ranges particularly, or you can say a rectangular box of cells is called ranges. So if you are now for example, if you select A1 to B2, just go and select A1 to B2. A1 to B2. Now here this will be called a range. Means even if you can select a larger box, it will be called a larger range. So the name of the range is there. The name of the range is the name of the upper left cell of the range and followed by a colon and then followed by lower right. Upper left and lower right will be the range, because we cannot you can say select in a circular way. Can we? We can't do that. So this will be the thing. So from top to bottom if you go, and if you drag it towards your right hand side, so whatever the cells are selected is called the range. Okay. For example, over here is A1 is to A1 colon B2. So, or you can say in shorthand, what it will cover. It will cover the cells A1, A2, B1, and B2. Okay. So this is the range A1 and B2, right? So let us, if we see the range over here, just select the cells C3 from E10. Do it. Select the cells E3, C3 from E11. So this is also a range. So in the same way, you can even select one column, you can even select one row, or you can select a combination of these two. Also, these all will be called the ranges. And this C3 colon E10, B2 colon B5, B3 colon E3, these all are the name of the ranges. Now let us just see how can we use the range as a parameter. Okay, or range as an argument. So ranges can be specified as a parameter to the function call. both the following function call produces the same results. Just see it. So you can have something in so just write your own, just write from 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. From A1 to C4, just write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You have to do it from A1 to C4. Do it now. Do it. 1 to 12 from A1 to C4. Done. Now what you have to do is you have to go with this formula. I just want a sum of these. So it can be calculated in two ways. One by writing each and every cell address, and other by selecting the range. So do it, and both these things will give you the same answer, right? So please use the second one, because first you have already learned, so no need to repeat it again. And use this range in order to give me the answer. How much is the answer? What you need to do?
78.
Yeah.
78, sir.
78. Ritika, 78? Fine. Okay, so this is coming up. So this is how we can use ranges. So whatever ranges are there, if the ranges are there in your data set, you can use the ranges instead of taking each and every cell address. Is it clear, everyone? So what is the use of range? Ranges are used to replace and make our work easier by replacing it with the cell address of each and every cell which is in the range of that particular function. Get it? Getting it? So please keep on writing these somewhere if you want to. Okay? Or otherwise, if you can remember and answer it in your own words, nothing better than that. Okay, I have told you why the range, why we use range. Okay, so in exam, if something will come, so you must be able to answer it. Okay, it will be useless if we know everything and if you are not able to answer, because you will not get marks out of it, and marks are also equally important, I suppose. Okay, so function calls with multiple parameters. Can we use multiple parameters? Yes, we can use. So you can include multiple ranges and cells as a parameter. For example, the following function call has 3 parameters, right? So sum equal to sum, if we see, it has 4 parameters. So now here there will be 2 ranges. Okay, there are 2 ranges. Just see this function. Sum A1 is to B1, comma 100, comma C4 is to C7, comma D3. Okay, so this is having 2 ranges, 1 number and 1 cell reference. Cell reference, single cell. Cell reference is a single cell reference. Range is something which is a combination of cell references, right? So it will be same as that of, if we write it in this way, A1, B2, A1, A2, B1, B2, 100, C4, C5, C6, C7, D3. Kitna cumbersome hai nahi? So it's better to just select the ranges when you are doing it. So equal to sum and then select the ranges, comma lagao, 100 likho, and then again select the other range and then comma and D3. So this will, I think, will be good. So do you have some figures in D3 also? Okay, just write then further up to whatever. Okay, you do one thing. Use 100 and use 100 and give me answer of any of the different ranges which you are selecting, not in one go. Select 2 different ranges in the same data set and 1 cell reference and 100. Do it.
78.
Okay. You have used it separately, I suppose?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, so anyways, if you keep on doing it, you will get something as an answer, or you can say as a return or as a value. Okay, so here we have learned that function calls can be can be done with multiple parameters also. Let us look about other functions also except sum. So this particular function button, if you see, sorry for the mistake in the spelling of button. So if click the function button to see the available function, just click it now. You are getting something? What you are getting in this? If you are pressing this button, what you are getting?
The most recent. Okay.
Anji?
The average count.
Yes. So let us pick up the average. Okay. So this actually comprises of certain, or you can say some values if you want to write. For example, you want to calculate average for equal to average 2, 4, 10, 5. What it will be calculated? Yes. 5.25. Two, 4, 10, 4. It's 5. Yes. Right? So even in the same way, you can use various type of different ranges, and you can keep on putting those, and you can get your answers as such, right? So here again, if you want to take average of A1 to C1, how much it is coming up? See, like equal to average A1 is to C1, parenthesis close. How much it is coming? You have all the data with you?
4.
Yes?
4.
4?
Yes.
Yes. Go. Take a. Use the same data set which I told you to write from A1 to C. I think we did it up to C4, I suppose.
Whole of it is coming as 52.75.
Not whole beta. You have taken the entire range.
A1 to C4, right?
A1 to C1 beta. A1 to C1.
That is coming as 4.
That is coming as 4. Fine. आपका नहीं आ रहा? You might have taken it in the other way. Okay, no problem. So calculate the average of this A1, C1 and 10. Now what does this formula says? Equal to average A1 is to C1, comma 10. What does it says? How many cells are covered over here?
3 cells.
Huh?
3 cells.
3 cells and one more cell which is or one more figure which is 10.
उसको डला के जाना है, ठीक है?
ठीक है सर.
मैं निकलता हूँ. हो गया तो ऊपर दिक्कत हो तो फिर डिस्कस कर लेंगे.
ठीक है. Yes guys, how much you are getting? A1 to C1 and then 10. Average of this?
4.
4.
4. Right. Fine. Okay. So I hope now you are able to do it. So if you want to do it as a formula, then it is giving on the right hand side. Can you see that? Okay. So it will also give you the same thing. Fine. So can we combine the functions and the values in the single formula? What's the time? 5:51. So we can combine the functions and the values in the single formula. So here you can see you can combine the function and cell references and literal values to make a complex Excel formula. For example, 3 plus B23 multiplied by sum of D20 to G20. So what does this formula says? Now how the Excel will calculate? First of all, it will go with the parenthesis. I told you na. So why it is going to the parenthesis first? Because the Excel will try to solve the functions first, and functions start with the parenthesis mostly. So mostly not always. So sum of D20 to G20 will be calculated, and then it will be multiplied by B23 and it will be added by 3. Okay, so you can try this. Just take a screenshot of this, and you can keep on trying this. Put your own figures in in this range. So whatever range is over here, so you have to, so D30. So from 1 to you can say 30, and then over here on this side on A. So 1 to 120 you may have to write numbers from A1 to D30. So D30 I think is the last one. J is also there. Okay, fine. You do up to D30. You can replace J by D wherever J is written. Okay, D is also there. Fine. You just do one thing using this complex particular example which I have given you. Make a range and give me the answer. Okay, whatsoever. You can do it yourself, and I will ask you about this in the next very class. And in the next class, we will be studying about other type of cell references, and then we will proceed further. Is that clear? So you can take a screenshot of this. Okay, and give me the answers of this. Okay guys, so this is your assignment for today. So you have 2 days, and on the very next day, whenever we will be having class, I think next class will be on Wednesday, right? So we will be coming back again, and we will be starting it from here itself. I may take your quiz anytime, I'm telling you. So be prepared for it. So whatever you are learning over here, it will become in the form of a quiz, because it is so lucid and so easy that you can perform it, provided you have been attentive in the class, right? So this is all from my side today. Any problem or any question you want to ask, you are most welcome. Yes guys, anything? Okay, let me take the attendance then. Yes, no need to say yes sir, because I will be taking it fast. Abhipray Singh, Abhishek, yeah, Akhil, Aman, Pasricha, Anmol, Anshika Raj, Aryan, Ayush Kumar, Niyati, Divyanshi Lidwani, Dhruv Arora, Deeksha, Divi, Divyansh Garg, Gurkirat Singh, Hardik Singhal, Ishika, Kartik Modi, Kaveri Verma, Manan Singhal, Manveer Singh, Mayank Manchanda, Nandini, Urja, Parth Vyas, Pranav Patel, Pranav Rastogi, Pooja Chand, Rashi Jamar, Ritvik Mehra, Rohit, Rohil, Rushil, Saksham, Samarth, Samyak, Sarthak, Satyankar, Shruti, Siddhant, Tanuj Gupta, Ujjwal, Lohit, Vikasdeep, Vishrut, Yasha, Yashi, Ruam, and Ritika. Okay guys, so thanks for your participation and learning this. Okay, see you and blast this weekend. Enjoy like anything. Okay, take care. Bye bye. See you.
Bye, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
Thank you,